6 foot, 7 foot,
8 foot. Huh?
pistol on my side. This episode is brought to you by the crisp taste of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The wonderful and creative, most awarded beer in America.
Here it is. Look, they got Blue Ribbon for a reason.
And look, they're ahead of the times. Do you see any of these American beers doing collaborations like this? Look how cool the beer can is.
Night. They have a new one that I want to try. It's like
Pabst has a new beer?
Pabst something. Fuck. It's like ales. I think it might be in pale ale or something. Yeah, Pabst American Pale Ale. See, I want to try it, but
It's probably good.
I don't know where the fuck to buy it.
Oh yeah, because we can't order shit off the website and have it delivered to Utah, because fuck us.
Yep.
Has there been any updates on what the lower alcohol percentage in Utah and
I like the.
making it so you can't buy anywhere but a liquor store?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything. If they are, they're being real sneaky with it.
Probably.
Huh.
You think Prop 2 is going to pass now that we're a couple months away? Or is it next month?
November.
November, yeah, a couple months away.
Maybe. My tweaker ass neighbors have signs in their yard. Vote yes on Prop 2.
Oh, I bet.
I was like, this goddamn doesn't help you, heroin junkie fucks. Take that out of your yard.
KSL, which for what you guys may not know is like a local Craigslist for us. It's like Utah, Idaho, and Nevada? Or Wyoming?
I'm not sure.
It's a couple local states, but it's strictly selling stuff. And then
Yeah.
they have news, like local news on there or whatever. They posted a poll saying, basically, what's your opinion on Prop 2? Are you voting yes or no? And it got like 30,000 some odd votes. 82% of people said yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean...
As long as they actually go out and vote.
Yeah, that's the big problem. They need to go out and vote, and they also need to, yeah, I don't know. I still don't think it's going to pass. I hope it does.
At least medically. I know the church doesn't want it to pass so they can push medical.
Right.
I know the church wants medical, but is this just for recreation? I don't know what the fuck this is for. I just know it's for marijuana.
Yeah, I think it's medical.
I don't know like what the rules are because they want... Hey, Black James, how you doing?
Hey, what up, man?
But they want, the church wants basically control of
Yeah.
the shit if it's gonna be legal. So
Well, and they also said one of the big factors that the church is pushing, like why they want it, they want to revise it so they can take control of it.
Yeah.
And their talking point is this Prop 2 doesn't give a limit on how much marijuana you can have.
oh god,
And it's like, okay,
I want all of it.
yeah. How long have you guys been live for?
Just barely started.
Yeah, just barely started. We got a late start tonight because I'm a degenerate.
Busy beating his meat.
Yeah. Went on that 2 hour long meat beat. But yeah, like I don't know buttholes. I don't know if they're like saying that there's literally no limit, or does it just mean that you have to follow the federal guidelines?
Probably federal.
Because there's no way that a law can pass that says you can have more than what federally is illegal in other states, right?
Yeah.
Because that seems not right. Because if you can have an unlimited amount, but if you can go to Colorado where it's legal, you can only have, what, is it like an ounce? Or whatever. So, I mean, you can't just have more than that.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. We'll see. Some people got triggered too. You saw the Conan O'Brien post where it was like, you know, he's doing his typical, hi, have you guys heard what's happening in Utah?
Yeah.
And it was like, they're trying to pass medical marijuana, and he's like, all the LDS church is worried because it's a gateway drug to black coffee or whatever. And I was reading, because I reposted it, and someone on ours said, like, I can't believe people think there's not coffee in Utah. And I'm like, I don't think that's what he's saying, dude.
No.
Like,
he's doing a joke because Mormons don't drink coffee or have caffeine, so...
I don't think anyone in the United States really thinks there's not coffee in Utah. You sillies.
Dingus.
You fucking dumb. And he was very aggravated. He looked like, clicked on his picture and he looked really mean.
Yeah.
Federal government meets out state. Right. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't understand why if you didn't catch it, Nick, our state's trying to pass medical marijuana, blah, 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 blah. They want to... The LDS Church doesn't want it to pass because it doesn't clarify the limit that you can have, like the amount of marijuana you can have on your person. And I was thinking, like, well, it can't be more than what's federally legal. Yeah. So, I don't know.
Some guy's just walking around a backpack full. He's like,
what's in your backpack?
I'm real sick. It's medical.
He looks like he's struggling to carry the backpack. What's in there? 45 pounds of marijuana, sir.
My medication.
Yeah, my medication. What are you going to do with all that? Smoke it.
I saw a couple of things on the news today. I just gotta pull them up.
I would like to try and grow a weed plant. Just because I enjoy gardening. I would probably use it, but I think it would be fun to try and grow it.
I think it's kind of tough.
That's what I've heard.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I saw on the internet some dude growing it one time.
Yeah, and it looked real stressful. But I think it'd be fun because it's like a challenge. Because most things like not too tough.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the LDS doing in government?
Good question.
Yeah, Nick. But see, the thing is that doesn't exist in Utah.
Yeah, it literally doesn't exist here.
Our government is ran by the LDS Church.
Exactly.
And there's no going around it.
Yeah.
Like, it's clean and cut. Everyone knows it, and there's nothing we can do about it.
And they're super obvious about it. It's like,
yeah,
they don't give a fuck that.
They don't try and hide it anymore.
No.
It's just right in your face. It's like, yeah, hey, we run everything. My uncle allegedly used to have a marijuana grow house with a hydroponic system.
Hell yeah.
Nick, if you can change what everyone's wanted to be changed for a long time, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, if you say move, we know. Roman Catholic incoming.
So there's a couple cool things going. Oh, fucking piece of shit. Hold on.
Utah's in a good shift though. It's moving more towards dawn.
Accidentally scrolled away from.
We're getting closer and closer to being even on LDS versus non-LDS people, and I'll bring great grandma Gonzalez. Dude, that would be the shit. So only allegedly, because it's allegedly in Virginia near them country roads.
Right? They're starting to film a new Charlie's Angels. I know that. So that could be good.
Interesting.
It's got Elizabeth Banks.
Okay.
In it. And I don't know who else. I just know she confirmed who that they're going to be doing.
Hope they don't fuck up and try and make it a comedy with, like, what's that chunky lady that is in all the comedies?
If they put her in it.
I really dislike her.
Let's see. I didn't know Dr. Dre, he had a TV series apparently. Must have been on Apple, but Dr. Dre's TV series dumped by Apple due to an orgy scene and drug use.
Well,
so I was like,
come on, Apple.
Come on.
To be fair, Utah seems a whole lot better than Illinois. You have the LDS, we have corruption. Right.
Well, we got both.
Yeah. They both exist.
The old Wombo Tombo. What else? Spotify teams up with Ancestry to create DNA curated playlist. So I was like, that's gonna be fucked up. Like,
that's the weirdest thing that could ever happen.
Yeah, someone's like, why do we need this? But could you imagine it shows up like 80% black and all it plays for you is rap?
Damn.
It's like it could be fucked
up. You punch in your fucking ancestry and it's like, we suggest 2 Chainz.
You try to switch it, but it only plays other people in your race also play.
Right. I think that is a very dumb idea.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that.
Because even if it's like legit and they're like, this is music from where your ancestors are from, and it just plays music that you don't understand.
Right.
Like, why? Okay. Guess I'm getting churned to some bagpipes tomorrow. Like,
that's what I was like, what the fuck? Also, on that Sirius XM is just, I don't know if they're going to or they're buying Pandora for
really?
3.5 million, I think. But yeah,
so, $1 million is all?
Yeah. Might be $1 billion. Let's see. It's here. Oh yeah. No. Billion.
Oh, billion. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, damn, Pandora fell off hard.
But 3.5 billion. That's a lot.
That
but yeah,
lot.
For Sirius acquired them. So I wonder what they're gonna do with them now.
I don't know.
Welcome his real isopod hours.
Dude, it's the realest of isopods. We have the most corrupt state government. Well, come to Utah, Nick. Hail West. Hey, Lampy. My boy.
Damn, I almost just did like a hail symbol, like not like racist wise, but like because he said hail west, and I was about to hail west, and I was like, ooh, that was a close one.
Well, he said ZI. What's up? The main corrupt dude has been a senator since 71. That's before my fucking mom was born. Yeah, man, that's the thing is, I don't know. That's my one big gripe with government is we need terms for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, this shouldn't be a comfy job. I think people make it a comfy job.
I know, what the fuck? They're there for life.
Yeah.
We got these old cunts still in there doing shit.
Right.
Fuck Jeff Sessions, get that guy out of there.
Yeah. Fuck a lot of them in all the positions.
Mm-hmm.
Like it needs to be terms. We need new age thinking.
Yeah.
We don't need old age. We make lots of money thinking. Because it's.
I know Trump hates Jeff Sessions, so hopefully he just gets rid of him.
We're out there.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, piece of shit. That's what I want to see live on TV.
Right.
It just reminds me of that Louis C.K. thing where he's talking about Nixon, though. He's like, you think our president's bad? It was like during Obama. He's like, during our time, we saw the president go on live TV, start crying like a woman, get on a helicopter, and fucking leave. Oh, God. Stender asked if I fucked last week. Coming back for round 2. Oh, that I fucked last week.
Ayy.
Nice.
You know the dick down was at least decent then.
Yeah.
I want you to know his nickname? The real governor of Illinois. That's not a joke. Other senators say it. That's disgusting.
That's fucked up.
Go beat him up.
Yeah, go fight him. Right on the streets.
You know what would be cool? We should bring back Teddy Roosevelt from the dead and have him be president again.
Oh, man, he would be turning in his grave to see this now. Yeah, he was lost his eyesight.
He's all
president.
He's all like, first act, everyone has to fist fight 2 times a week. We're now in Fight Club, children.
Let's look up some stuff from Homeboy.
LOL, a zombie boy.
Oh, it's not Teddy. I got it. Yeah. Let's see.
I thought you were going with Ted Cruz for a second. I was like, I mean,
Ted Cruz.
Zodiac Killer?
Did you see what I posted? I posted that meme. It was, what's his name? Beto O'Rourke. And their dude run. Did you see what Mike commented back to me on it? Mike Curtis. He lives in Texas, apparently. I didn't know that.
Oh,
cool. But I just posted a meme. It was like, Ted Cruz likes Nickelback and was born in Canada. It's like, Beto O'Rourke, Texas man, played on stage with Willie Nelson. And I just shared that.
Oh, shit.
And he's like, I live in Texas. Fuck both of them. And then I was like, let's see. Let's pull up. But I was like, honestly, I don't know shit about Beto O'Rourke besides all the memes. And then he put, let's see. He's a socialist backed by George Soros with a shady past. Ted Cruz is backed by the Koch brothers with the same shady, or with a similar shady past. Different wing of the bird, or different wing, same bird. He's like, but yeah, and he just told me about how it is in Texas. But yeah, I was like, it's basically just opposites. But I was like, it's true.
Yeah.
I like him. He's super. Fuck everyone, you know. He's intelligent.
Wait, who? Ted or
Mike?
Oh, Mike. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I wish he didn't live in Texas.
I know, he'd be great to have on. He knows a lot. He could just tell us some stuff. I'm like, shit.
He's that person that should have, like... I think that we should get to a point in, like, humanity where when you know someone is smart, we just give them, like, a master's degree. And just be like, here, you can go get the job that you really want. You don't have to go through the school. Because he falls under that category.
Yeah, he knows so much shit.
There's just people who know more than the average person, and I think they should be awarded for it.
Right.
Oh, Anubis, how much is too much when you're foaming from the mouth?
I'm not letting her in my bed. Floor hoe now. God damn it.
The floor's for good girls. Get on the ground.
Oh, God. Teddy Roosevelt's mother and his first wife died on the same day.
That is...
On Valentine's Day?
No wonder he was pissed and beat people up all the time. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Roosevelt's mother passed away from typhoid fever?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I've never
old-timey disease.
One floor above the same house, his first wife, Alice, died less than 12 hours later from Bright's disease and complication of giving birth to the couple's first child just 2 days before. The light has gone out in my life, Roosevelt wrote in his diary that night.
Jeez.
Fucking Christ.
God. He was, he used to be a New York City police commissioner?
Oh. After his appointment in 1985, Roosevelt attempted to reform one of America's most corrupt police departments. The future president regularly took midnight rambles to make sure office were taking their beats. Or were walking their beats, Jesus. Yeah. His decision to enforce an unpopular law that banned the sale of alcohol in saloons on Sundays made him a very unpopular figure in New York, but he persisted in the crusade even after receiving 2 letter bombs in the mail.
Damn, I liked him a lot. Like, he was super, like, government. It's like, he was I think the last president. He's fought super hard to get "In God We Trust" taken off all the money.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know.
Roosevelt went skinny dipping in the Potomac River. I mean, I think that one's we all know. During his presidency, the noted outdoorsman often escaped the confines of the White House. Roosevelt sailed his presidential yacht on the Potomac and Anacostic rivers and regularly led hiking expeditions in Rock Creek Park, where he would scale cliffs and use twigs and stumps for a target practice for his revolver.
The coolest man
He's
alive.
so cool. After strenuous walks along the Potomac, the president on occasion would shed all of his clothes and take a plunge in the river to cool off. I mean, what
a fucking badass.
I feel him on that.
Let's see. Do you know why someone shot Teddy Roosevelt? I don't know why they shot him, but I know he got fucking shot and then continued his speech while he still had a bullet in him. So
Andrew Jackson is another wild boy.
Yeah, he is. Andrew Jackson wanted. Isn't he the one that said he told that he something he wanted to shoot his vice president dead?
Yeah. He won the Nobel Peace Prize. The man famed for his exploits at San Juan Hill during the Spanish-American War and big stick diplomacy captured the 1906 Nobel Peace Prize for his role in meditating the treachery of Portsmouth, which ended the Russo-Japanese War. Roosevelt was the first American to capture the award, and he used the prize money to fund a trust to promote industrial peace. I mean, how many things we got to talk about?
What I thought was the funniest, though, big stick diplomacy, is that, like, big stick in quotes is, like, big dick diplomacy?
Pretty much. I think that's great. He's like, guess what? We got big dick energy in this building now. Let's go.
He's like, you can't call it that, President.
Right?
Big stick.
Yeah, big stick.
That's so fucking hilarious.
Roosevelt was the first sitting president to leave the country. That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that.
Me either.
In November 1906, Roosevelt made presidential history by becoming the first chief executive to leave the United States. He sailed aboard the USS Louisiana to personally inspect the construction of the Panama Canal, a project that he had campaigned as president.
That's so crazy. This one's my favorite.
Yeah. A boxing accident left him virtually blind in one eye. Roosevelt boxed for Harvard University's intramural lightweight championship and continued to spar recreationally during his political career. During his days in the White House, he regularly put up his dukes against former professional boxers and other sparring partners until a punch from a young artillery officer smashed a blood vessel in his left. Smashed a blood vessel and left him nearly blind in his left eye. Jesus Christ. I just like to think that he's sitting there and he wakes up and he's like, I don't know who would have been the top boxers at the time in 1906, but he's like, you know what, call that guy. I want to have a talk with him with my fists.
Fights the fucking boxer.
Yeah. Can you scroll? He was
a Potomac author. Prolific author. God.
From his earliest days, Roosevelt had a passion for reading and writing. He penned his first book, The Naval War of 1812, at the age of 23, and earned a reputation as a serious historian. Over the course of lifetime, Roosevelt authored 38 books. That's a lot of books.
Damn, I didn't know
which
that.
include an autobiography, a biography of Oliver Cromwell, a history of New York City, and the 4-volume series, The series, The Winning of the West. The outdoorsman also wrote numerous books and magazine articles about hunting and his frontier exploits.
So crazy. Let me check this one.
Yeah, that's so.
Teddy running for a third term. The guy who shot him. I figure anyone runs for a third term needs to be shot.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
He was a member of the Hasty Pudding Club?
Yeah, Pudding Club. What the fuck?
While a Harvard undergraduate, Roosevelt won election into the Hasty Pudding Club.
What the fuck does that mean?
He was the social club's secretary during his senior year. Roosevelt was one of 5 presidents, the other being John Adams, John Quincy Adams, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and John F. Kennedy to have been a club member.
That's weird because a lot of those were revolutionaries. What the fuck is the Pudding Club?
I don't know.
Hasty Pudding Club. Let's see.
Was originally established to bring together undergraduates in friendship, conversation, and camaraderie.
Huh.
So it kind of sounds like a
just like a little club
sorority club thing.
They probably actually did. They probably ate pudding and then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like it just sounds like it's a thing that like just people who are close to going into like, their careers or whatever make connections, and that's cool. Roosevelt once scaled the Matterhorn.
Fucking A.
While a student at Harvard, Dr. Dudley Sargent warned Roosevelt, who had been a sickly child, that because of a weak heart, failure to lead a sedentary life could have fatal consequences. Doctor, this is a quote from him, "Doctor, I'm going to do all the things you tell me not to do," Roosevelt responded.
Dang.
If I've got to live the sort of life you have described, I don't care how short it is. A year after graduation, Roosevelt took time from his European honeymoon with Alice to scale the 15,000-foot Swiss Alps with 2 guides. I mean, if this just doesn't scream big dick in my pants, I don't know what does. He volunteered to lead an infantry unit in World War I. I mean, that right there is
That's the 50-year-old ex-president. Damn.
At the outbreak of World War I, the 58-year-old ex-president was eager to return to the front line. God, do you think he was sitting there and he's like, man, I got to get back.
Sign me up.
I'm ready to do it. Roosevelt, I don't know where that is, vehemently lobbied President Woodrow Wilson to send him to France, and at the head of a 200,000-man force around the country, supporters of the hero of San Juan Hill staged rallies of support, but Roosevelt would not get called to fight in the war that eventually claimed his son, Quentin, who was killed in action when his plane was shot down in France in 1918.
Damn.
So he didn't get to go.
And his son went and died.
That's fucking...
Damn, he was probably pissed.
Because let's be real here.
Right. Shot back at me. It's like fucking Mulan.
Dude was probably in immaculate shape till he died.
Yeah. Got
shot. Went to war. Boxed. Had his mother and wife die on the same day. And had to experience his son dying.
Damn.
That's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah. Fuck, that's crazy. I heard stories, like, I can't remember what they...
That's nutty.
I've just heard cool stories about him. But I just want to hear his... quote after.
I bet shaking that man's hand hurt.
Right?
Nice to meet you. And he just crushes your knuckles. Oh, cool. Thanks.
Let's see. But the funniest dish reminds me of King of the Hill when fucking Hank met George Bush and he was mad because he had a weak handshake. Ah! Sorry, ad. I didn't want to go through. Let's see. Oh, okay, so... Oh, yeah. Where's the actual full quote? It's not showing all of it.
And you just look at that man, you're like, Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so he just got shot fucking point blank. And then he told him, he's like, I don't know whether you fully understand or not. I've just been shot. And then, like, he was telling his speech and stuff. And then said, it takes more than that to kill a bull moose.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? He got shot.
So that would have been on his right side near his heart.
Yeah.
Almost at his heart.
Just got fucking blasted, and then it says it takes more than that to kill a bull moose, and continues the speech. That is the biggest badass ever.
Oh boy, what do you call a stuffed bear made of rose-colored felt?
What is it, Salty? Oh, do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what this is?
No, I don't think so.
What? What do you call it?
A Teddy Roosevelt.
God damn it.
Yeah.
God.
That's a solid one.
Salty, salty, salty. God damn it.
What?
Just all the random items he put in the picture.
Oh, he made another meme of us.
Yeah.
Salty.
Fuck. There's some other... While we're on the topic.
Find the items minigame. Let's see, I see a Twix bar. Oops. Some O's cereal, I think. Oh. There, I saved it. We should look up Andrew Jackson facts next.
That's true. I want to see real quick. Andrew Jackson shoot vice president.
Is that Cookie Monster hand soap? That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, so this is my fucking favorite thing about Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson said he regretted not killing Martin Van Buren, which was his fucking vice president. What's the actual quote though? He's like said something like, "I should have shot him dead where he stood" or something.
Wait, he killed Charles Dickinson?
Yeah, while in presidency, they were in a duel.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, no, not yet. Never mind. I thought he was president. No, I'm pretty sure he got in a duel in presidency. But on this day, 1806, future president Andrew Jackson kills a man who accused him of cheating on a horse race bet, and then insulted his wife Rachel. They killed him in a duel. The good old days.
God damn. So I see that there's a newspaper on my chest that says God is a terrorist. That's quality. I don't think I Forrest Eyeball, obviously, and then there's, I don't know what that framed picture is, Goo Eagles.
So he said the biggest regrets of his presidency is that he didn't shoot Henry Clay and didn't hang John C. Calhoun, which was the vice president. Could you imagine, like the comedian talks about it a little bit, but like if Obama came out and just said, my biggest regret of my presidency is I didn't fucking kill Joe Biden. That's so fucking wild. That's so funny.
Hey, can we find like 10 things we didn't know? Like,
yeah, let's just do crazy facts again. Alright. Same
perfect.
thing. History Channel, baby.
Way to be History Channel.
Right.
History 210 class. Yes, welcome.
Teaching you. No.
Here's your Buick, sir.
Fuck your Buick.
We are your teachers. I'm Professor Wessington, and this is Professor. What would be a good professor name for you?
Let's see. Hold on. I gotta wait.
Chad Bennington.
Wait. No. Fig Baggett.
There you go. Professor Fig Baggett. There we go. Oh man, Pong Linus, my dude. Pong Linus. Jackson's parents immigrated from Ireland. Both of Jackson's parents, Andrew and Elizabeth, were born in Ireland's country Antrim, in present-day Northern Ireland, and in 1765 they set sail with their two sons, Hugh and Robert, from the port town of Carrickfergus for America. The Jacksons settled with fellow Scottish-Irish
Presbyterians.
Yeah. Hey.
I think they're right. Is that right?
Yeah, we clean those. We clean a church for those people in the Waxhams region that shalled North and South Carolina. Hey, salty. Both North Carolina and South Carolina claim to be his birthplace. Okay.
Salty's telling everyone, no, he's fucking born here, you piece of shit.
The seventh president was born on March 15th, 1767, but exactly where is disputed. The Waxhams Hawes wilderness was so remote that the precise border between North and South Carolina had yet to be surveyed. In 1824 letter, Jackson wrote that he had been told that he had been born in his uncle's South Carolina home. The dueling historic markers in both states still claim to be the true locations of Jackson's birthplace.
You can read the top.
Jackson killed a man in a duel.
You can read the top 5 or the bottom 5.
All right.
Professor Fig Baggett. I gotta be careful so I don't actually.
Yeah. The fiery Jackson has propensity to respond to aspersons cast to his honor with pistols.
Damn, homeboy was crazy.
Historians eliminate that old Hickory. Was that his nickname?
I would hope so.
That's a fucking dope ass nickname.
I need something like that because, you know,
Hickory.
forest, I gotta think of some sort of tree.
Yeah.
Old maple here.
Classic redwood. May have participated in anywhere between 5 and 100 duels. That's quite the range there, history. When a man named Charles Dickinson called Jackson a worthless scoundrel, a platoon, and a coward. Damn, I'm gonna start calling people a platoon.
If someone had called me that, I think I would duel them too.
Yeah. pull out your pistol.
Slap him with a glove first.
Right.
Do a duel.
In a local newspaper in 1806, the future president challenged his accuser to a duel. At the command, Dickinson fired and hit Jackson in the chest. The bullet missed Jackson's heart by barely more than an inch. In spite of the serious wound, Jackson stood his ground, raised his pistol, and fired a shot that struck his foe dead. Jackson would carry around the bullet in his chest as well as another from a subsequent duel for the rest of his life. Wait a minute, hold on. This guy's got 2 bullets in his chest? Damn.
That's crazy. He got fucking shot, and they're like, alright. Shoots him.
I'd like to think, too, he's like, what was that, a mosquito? And just shoots him.
Yeah, Jarl and I argue about this. Nah, I was born in my state. Professor formerly Gormley.
Formerly Gormley, there you go.
Oh, fuck.
I got a topic. What do you think? Okay, we'll talk about roughing the passer rule after this top 10.
Yeah. Forrest gotta get that real popular first. Get it like the tree.
God damn you. He won the popular vote for president 3 times. Jackson captured nearly 56% of the popular vote in winning the presidency in 1828. Nearly matched that figure 4 years later in the re-election. Old Hickory also won the most popular votes, although not a majority, in the first presidential run in 1824. Since no candidate won a majority of electoral votes, the 1824 election was thrown into the House of Representatives, which selected John Quincy Adams in what Jackson's supporters claimed was a corrupt bargain. With the Speaker of the House, Henry Clay,
which who he wanted to shoot.
Yeah, who was named Secretary of the State by Adams. In his annual message to Congress, Jackson repeatedly lobbied for the abolition of the Electoral College. Well, I mean, he wasn't wrong. He was the target. He was the target of the first attempted presidential assassination. As Jackson was leaving the U.S. Capitol January 30th, 1835, following a memorial service for a congressman, a deranged house painter named Richard Lawrence fired a pistol at the president from just feet away. When Lawrence's gun misfired, he pulled out a second weapon and squeezed the trigger. That pistol also misfired, and enraged Jackson charged Lawrence with his cane as the shooter was subdued.
Yeah.
A subsequent investigator found that pistols to be perfect working order. The odds of both guns misfiring were found to be 125,000 to 1.
Yeah, that's my favorite story about him. 2 guns misfired, and then old-ass Andrew Jackson with 2 bullets in his chest.
With a cane.
They said that when the people arrived, Secret Service had to pull Andrew Jackson off the guy. He was fucking him up.
Probably lucky for that Richard dude.
Could you imagine?
Beat to death.
Could you imagine, though, just seeing that? You try to kill him, and then you're like, oh, shit. And then the gun misfires, and then, oh, fuck. He's like,
you got this man charging your ass with a fucking cane.
And then he fucks you up after 2 guns misfired. Damn. That's so fucking wild. Nice and sec. Oh, great.
Oh, Go Eagles got us again.
What'd you fucking... Oh, I forgot. I gotta click on that. What?
I like to think, too, is...
Goosh, goosh. Fuck. Alright. Fuck, now you distract me, Go Eagles. Unbeknownst to Jackson, he married his wife before she had been legally divorced from her first husband. Oh.
Well.
Only in Nashville, Tennessee. After moving to Nashville, Tennessee in the 1780s, Jackson fell in love with unhappily married Rachel Donson Roberts. After she separated from her husband and believing that she was granted a legal divorce, Roberts wed Jackson. In fact, however, the divorce had not been finalized, and her first husband accused her of adultery. Don't careful, Jackson will fuck you up. Jackson legally remarried Roberts in 1794, but the episode resurfaced in the nasty 1828 presidential campaign when Jackson's political opponents spread the gossip about his wife's alleged adultery. Oof, careful. After Rachel Jackson died just weeks after her husband's election, the grieving president-elect believed an anguish caused by the slander hastened her demise.
Oh.
Damn. Sadness. All these presidents and their sadness. He was the first president to have been a former prisoner of war.
The only president.
Oh, only, yeah. Damn. Almost got another one.
Yeah.
Mr. McCain.
R.I.P.
During the Revolutionary War, the 13-year-old Jackson joined the Continental Army as a courier. The crazy thing about back then is, like, yeah, 13-year-old kids were in war. They'd be the drummers.
Yeah.
In 1781, he was taken prisoner along with his brother Robert when a British some words sometimes. When a British officer ordered Jackson to polish his boots, the future president refused. The infuriated redcoat drew his sword and slashed Jackson's left hand to the bone and gashed his head, which left a permanent scar. He's been a badass since a boy.
Yeah.
The British released the brothers after 2 weeks of ill treatment and captivity. Within days, Robert died from illness contracted during his confinement.
Which was his brother, right?
Yeah. Thank you for the 5 bits.
Hey!
Yeah, oof, the big oof. He adopted 2 Native American boys. Good guy.
Yeah.
Although he led campaigns against the Creeks and Seminoles during his military career and signed an Indian Removal Act as president. Okay.
Take that one back a little bit.
Not so good guy. Jackson also adopted a pair of Native American infants during the Creek War in 1813 and 1814. Orphaned himself at age 14, Jackson sent back Rachel to the infant orphan named Theodore, young Theodore, who died early in 1814, and a child named Lincoln, who was found in his dead mother's arms on the battlefield. Oof. He's, yeah, a rough quote he wrote about the boy. Lincoln died of tuberculosis in 1824. Damn.
So, hold on. So, he went to war...
Against...
In 1813... No, was it...
Let's see. He adopted, so... What year did he... Let's see.
Oh, 1781.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought...
No, because that's when he was captured, was 1718.
Well, okay, no, so yeah, what I was saying, so when he was 13 years old, he went to war. He came back...
And then, yeah, led war. So he was in war the whole time.
Well, no, what I was going to say is, it says orphaned himself at age 14,
yeah.
But he was at war when he was 13 years old and was...
Oh, yeah, so...
Captured for 2 weeks. So he came back from...
Without
war
parents.
Without parents.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Damn. Aliens. Oh, did you see the picture?
Aliens?
I can...
Aliens, man.
See if
Aliens.
I didn't save it. But, David Duchovny took a picture with,
guy?
I can already pull it up before we continue on. Actually, I'll pull it up after. Remind me, guys. But yeah, David Duchovny took a picture with that guy. I'll pull
That's
it up
so
after.
Great.
He was a notorious gambler. Jackson had a taste for wagering on dice, on cards, even on cockfights. Me and Wesley often have, cockfights. As a teenager, he gambled away his grandfather's inheritance on a trip to Charleston, South Carolina. Jackson's passion in life was racing and wagering on horses.
Okay. Well,
happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Jackson portrait appears on the $20 bill, although he dested paper money.
Detested?
Detested.
I don't know what that means, though.
Probably fucking hated paper money. Probably wanted coins, gold.
Okay.
Chastened. Yep, that word. By a financial hit he once took from a devalued paper notes. Oh, okay. So he got fucked by him in paper. Jackson was opposed to the issuance of paper money by the state and national banks. He only trusted gold and silver as currency and shut down the second bank of the United States in part because of his ability to manipulate paper money. It's ironic that Jackson not only appears on the $20 bill, but as a portrait in the past, he also appeared on the $5, $10, $50, and $10,000 denominations, in addition to the Confederate $1,000 bill.
Huh.
He's been on hella monies. That's crazy.
Interesting.
So David Duchovny. Oh, not Duchovny. He's looking real old these days. He is
David?
older. Yeah.
No.
He's still a young man, so I'll copy and paste it so they can see.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
They both look like they're getting abducted as we speak.
I know, it's so fucking funny. Oops.
I want to meet that dude who's on Ancient Aliens because he tours now.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
You should cut your hair short and then always have it spiked up crazy.
Dude, I'm so down.
And then start just
Every time I talk, just aliens, man.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
He still looks pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can tell he's just, aged compared to like.
Can you go back one page? We can
like
see
that?
how old he is. Well, yeah.
Comparison, but
I guess it's more prolific for you too, since you're watching X-Files.
Yeah. See the young man. Let's look up his age.
58.
58. So yeah, that makes sense. He
Yeah.
does look young for almost 60 years old.
You know who aged like wine? Scully.
Oh my god, yeah.
She's smoking hot
name
now.
again?
What the fuck happened with that?
What's her real name? Oh,
Tia, whatever.
that's gotta be her. No, it's Gillian Anderson.
Oh yeah.
So she's 50, but yeah, still we're gonna.
When she was in American Gods this last season, I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, she got like crazy, like not so like well, still, but like
Type in American Gods. She played what's her butt?
yeah, she's like
That's not a good picture. She did do that, but that's
I
not.
forgot that was.
Yeah, she did the Marilyn Monroe, and then up top in the right, the one over. She did that in the show.
Okay.
And she looked.
Like this. We'll pop up this boy
Yeah.
to show you guys that she's looking fucking.
Because when
great.
she was in X-Files, I didn't think she looked attractive until
No,
like
but-
the later seasons.
Right, but now look at this.
Fine wine, my dude.
Right, she's a delicacy.
What if they actually found aliens on X-Files and they gave those two like youth serums or something?
Right.
Anubis asked this. I think Achilles existed and was lucky in his fights and died from an infection after getting cut on his heel. I think some aspects of the 10 plagues happened.
So, do you think the 10 plagues? Let's see.
Oh yeah, we did talk about this one night with Achilles.
Yeah.
I think my opinion on the 10 plagues is I think that story-wise, I think they happened, but through the years of it being a folklore, like I think it turned into folklore. People exaggerated it because it was word to mouth, because that's usually what happens. So the story we have now is just outrageous.
Yeah.
But I think like small, unique, natural disasters happened during that time period, and then through word of mouth they turned into being like crazier and crazier. Because you know how word of mouth works. Like I could tell Forrest a story about how I saw these 3 weird dogs, and then Forrest could tell the story to someone that's like, he saw these 3 weird dogs and one of them had a third eye.
One of them groped him.
Yeah, one of them groped him. And then the next person who hears that story tells his friends, like, he saw 4 dogs and all 4 of them only had 1 leg. Like, it can just get misconstrued. So I think that's kind of what happened with that. As far as Achilles, yeah, I think Achilles existed. I'm sure. I mean, the infection thing makes sense. I think that he probably got some sort of infection just because of the times. I'm sure he didn't go unscathed in war, whether or not he did get shot in the ankle, and that's why they coined him Achilles.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, I mean, fuck, if you got cut, like, bad enough, you're gonna die of an infection during that time. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Salty, he sent me a video of him doing the Ancient Aliens with crazy hair.
Yeah.
So Salty, that should be how you stream all the time.
Dang, I don't know why she looks better 25 years later. Go Eagles, it happens with some people.
Yep.
Like, what's her butt? Jennifer Aniston?
Oh, yeah. She's fucking always, like, she's getting better and better. There was another lady, I can't remember her name, but she was, like, 60 years old now, and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah. Well, because I thought when Jennifer Aniston was on Friends, I was like, she kind of looks plain. Like, there's nothing, like, outrageously special. But then, like, as she got older, you're like,
Dang.
Swing.
Damn, bitch. The crazy thing is, like, that's what we can look up right now. Look up some of the, people think they're vampires, like Keanu and...
I mean, they might be.
Let's see. Actors Ooh.
Damn, Salty, I love that hairdo.
Yeah.
Why you're not rocking that 24/7 blows my mind.
Let's just do actors who are vampires, because I think that's what...
Salty, you went from nice guy to still your bitch in like one hair change.
That just reminds me of, what's his name? Ryan Fitzpatrick, is that his name?
Yeah.
Like, bring your daughter by home to I am your daddy now.
Yeah, bring your daughter home by 10 to I'm your daddy now.
Yeah, fucking Keanu, obviously. I guess I can just pull this up on the screen so you guys can see it. See what we're looking at as we go. Oh god, hold on guys. Let's do it like up here. There we go. Good enough. You guys can see what we're looking at as we go now. So these are fuck off actors that don't seem to age. Keanu Reeves. Oh, slideshow. Let me make sure you guys can still see that. Cool. Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd, whenever I think of him, is 40-year-old virgin, right?
Right.
Talk about your biggest ghost encounter.
Okay, we can talk about that next. Oh, and I need to hit up on Go Eagles. Yeah, Halle Berry, just timeless.
Yeah.
Timeless, babe.
She's got darker.
Yeah, she did. That's weird.
That's it.
Huh.
Fucking Tobey Maguire.
Dude.
He does look exactly the same.
Yeah, he does.
Fucking Spider-Man don't age.
It's true.
Hey, is he Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought. I was like, wait. Paul Rudd.
Wow, he looks identical.
Yeah. He's got a new haircut and grew his facial out a little bit.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani. Hey, she's got a little older. I've seen some pictures.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is makeup can yeah, okay, well, Pharrell. And then there's those pictures from, like, some dude who lived in, like, 1815. It looks
That's
just
what I was
like
hoping
Pharrell.
would pop up.
Yeah.
We'll have to look up those next. Because, yeah, there's, like, what's his name? Eddie what's that? Eddie, the fucking comedian.
Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. It sounded wrong in my head for some reason.
Damn, I would do just
Lucy Liu.
really nice things to Lucy Liu, because she's probably an amazing woman.
Elizabeth Shue.
I don't know who that is.
Jared Leto. Yeah. He's been... If he wasn't such a fucking weirdo, he's a beautiful man.
Yeah, he is a fucking weirdo, man.
Brad Pitt.
Well, yeah.
He's aged, though. You can
Yeah.
tell Brad Pitt's aged. He's just still handsome, though.
Yeah, that's what they need to realize.
Leah Thompson.
She definitely is aged.
Yeah.
That's an obvious one.
Yeah. It's him, too.
He just has gray hair now.
Yeah. He's just handsome with gray hair. He's a fucking...
I don't know who that is, but...
Yeah. She looks like she got some plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood, well... He's fucking Frodo Baggins. And
yeah.
Hobbits don't age, so...
Yeah, so I mean...
You see Bilbo? He was old as fuck. He was like 200 years old.
He looked great.
Fucking Matt Damon.
Nah. Fucking Matt Damon.
He's aged for sure.
Yeah, he is.
Kevin Bacon, he's aged too.
Kevin Bacon looks old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
She actually looks a lot better now than she did.
Yeah.
She's insane, though.
Yeah, she is. She's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. He's got better teeth now.
Yeah.
And he's fast as fuck.
Yeah, world-class sprinter. No
He's
wonder
the
he
fastest
doesn't
man
age.
alive. Gwyneth Paltrow.
I mean,
Yeah, she's
yes.
still looks younger than...
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say their birthday, so... Like, I bet that put things in perspective. It told us their age, too.
Yeah.
Demi Moore. She still's aged quite a bit, but...
Yeah.
Julianne Moore.
You can definitely tell, but
Yeah.
I mean, still
She looks like Avril Lavigne to your mother.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Rob Lowe, yeah. And Rob Lowe's... He's a beautiful man, too.
Timeless.
Right. Okay.
So go Eagles to your roughing the passer thing. Obviously, since I'm a Packers fan, I don't like Clay Matthews being a Packers fan. I never really have. 'Cause I feel like he had one good season, then everyone dick rode him into the ground because he had Thor hair and he looks cool running with his hair in the wind. And I just never thought he was that good.
And he was in that Pitch Perfect.
He's in Pitch Perfect, and he's had commercials and stuff like that. Like, he had one good season where he had 14 sacks for a linebacker, or 12 sacks, or whatever. He got paid, and ever since then, I think it was one of those things, like, no one knew who he was or what he was capable of. They watched footage, and they're like, oh, we know how to stop him now.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like Jeremy Lin.
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin was cool for like 20 games.
Yeah, exactly.
And then everyone's like, oh, shit. All we have to do is... Because just no one was used to that. So just same thing.
Just a slight adjustment makes him...
And then neither of them are really relevant. Yeah, you just know their name.
Yeah, they're mediocre.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know... I think the roughing the passer thing is getting a little out of hand. Because, I mean... they can't even touch the quarterback now. Because, I mean, you got to think, these guys who are linebackers or defensive ends, they're big humans.
Yeah.
So, like, they put one hand on another guy, I mean, they're probably going to push that person down with the momentum going. Yeah. So now you can't even, like, accidentally push someone down without getting fouled. Like, it's kind of silly for the sport.
Do you know what's fucked up that I didn't realize in college? So, there's no penalty for calling a timeout when you don't have any timeouts. It's just a repeat of the last down, which is fucked. So that we didn't notice because I was watching the BYU game with my dad, and the team did it once, and then instead of being penalized, whatever the next down, they got to go back a down. So I can't remember what it was. It was like it was gonna be fourth down, and then it went back to third because they called it right at the end of it or something, or during it.
Bullshit.
But then after they're like, oh, there's no penalty. That 2 minutes later they did it again. Which obviously they knew they didn't have any more, and still no penalty. Replay of down. So it's like that's.
Did they take time off the clock?
What? It just they stop it and then just put it back to where it was when they. So
that's wild.
Yeah, which is so fucked up. Like, it was like literally 2 minutes later they called a timeout again right after they just called one. So they obviously knew. Right. So I was like, they need to change that fucking rule in college because. That's fucking stupid.
She stole MJ's skin pigment. I imagine you were saying that about Halle Berry. Damn. So what was Nick's question? Ghost story?
Talk about your biggest ghost story, yes.
Or ghost encounter?
Oh, ghost encounter, yes.
What do you say? I would say either the Ouija board in your basement, Chandler's hand. I think those are probably the two biggest encounters.
Yeah. I was trying to think, like, yeah, that's probably it.
I mean, we've heard and seen stuff at other places, but nothing that was, like, that prolific.
No.
So, yeah, I think one of our guests, Chandler, I don't remember what they were calling him last time he was on with his hairdo. Yeah. Beverly or something?
No, Torbjorn.
Yeah. We were doing a Ouija board at our old friend James's house, who had talked about there being paranormal stuff, which it's like more of a personal paranormal thing. But regardless, like there had been stories of stuff going on in that house. And we went over and we did a Ouija board or whatever. I don't even remember most of it. I have a picture from that night though.
Oh, you too?
Yeah. It just was like, it was completely dark and I took a picture and I had my flash on an accident. And it was when James had like just his goatee and he was bald everywhere.
Yeah, I have videos too.
Yeah, and it like hit both of your guys' faces and you both looked really mad but like super tired. But anyways, we were sitting there and Chandler was like trying to provoke a ghost or whatever, and he said...
Well, the funny thing is I was harassing it. Yeah. Chandler was just being a victim, and I said, move it.
Oh, you're the one who said move it?
I was like, there's a thing in Chandler's hand, move it. And then his hand just gets all... You can tell the story.
Yeah. So we were so Forrest was the one provoking it, and Chandler put a piece of paper in his hand, and Forrest was like saying, move it. And what happened, I don't know, let me see when we catch up so I can have my hand, like...
It was a real small piece,
yeah.
It was like a straw wrapper, like the paper straw wrappers.
Yeah. Oh, right here.
I was like, I don't know if we have anyone. But it was, yeah.
It was kind of like this.
Just a small piece of paper.
Yeah, we'll do the bigger one.
Yeah, just so you can see.
So, he had it like here, and like I'll try and stretch my fingers back as far as I can go. That's about as far as I can get them. It looked like something came over and pulled his fingers down so the paper would fall out.
Yeah, and his fingers got like fucking hella stretched out.
Yeah, and then he turned paler than Forrest's shirt now. Like he just like pale as a ghost. Like
it was hilarious. And then I was just like, all right, release his hand, and then his hand just goes like.
And after that night, Chandler refuses to do Ouija board or anything like that. The other one was at Forrest's house, which for some reason Forrest's house has had weird stuff throughout.
Not lately, since I moved out, which is weird.
Yeah, you might just be the one who brings it. Hopefully. I don't know. But
it doesn't happen at my house, so that's good.
Yeah, we did like not like the Ouija board that Forrest made, but like a Ouija board that we bought. And we were down in his basement, and only him and I were the ones using it. And him and I are on the same page, like, we don't want to fuck with each other because it just kind of ruins the point. Like, we don't want to, like, there's no fun in it unless we're, like, low-key fucking with someone else here.
Yeah.
But, you know, we just knew that we weren't doing that. Anyways, we were messing around, nothing was going on. And did you take your hand off, or did I?
You took your hand off.
Yeah, I took my hand off of it. Because we've been doing it for a long time and nothing was happening.
Yeah.
And then right as I took my hand off of it, I can't really remember. It shot off?
Yeah, like you just took your hand, like you just like, you know, kind of hovered it. And it was like sitting for a sec. And then my fingers were just barely touching it. And then like if this was the piece, you know, Wesley was like hovering above it. And then the piece, my fingers were on it. And then it just went like that.
Yeah.
And then my fingers were still there, and Wesley's were still just hovering. So it's not like either of us went like that. Like it just went. We're both just still sitting like this. Like
right.
I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you guys can see that. But
and for people who have never used a Ouija board, like the little what are they called, planchette?
It's not like that.
Yeah. It doesn't just like for me and him to move it. It's very noticeable that one of us are moving it. Like you can feel the pressure of the other person.
Mm-hmm.
So like. And to even be able to slide it, because I mean it's got like the bottoms have little like what do you want to call it, like cotton or felt on it.
Yeah.
So I mean it doesn't just glide like super smooth, and it got flung off, and that was probably the most weird thing that's ever happened.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Damn, that fucking third one on the top is way dope.
Look at that. Oh yeah, it is. Look at that one. $365, dude. I found a new business.
Making Ouija boards?
I just gotta figure out how to burn it better. Well, that's pretty cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Cause doing it by hand is kind of a bitch, so... I was just hoping there was one, because I got that one for $7 at Target.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to say, I want like this, is what I want. But I don't really want to spend that.
$20 isn't bad.
Yeah.
$600 used? Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
13's not bad, and that black would probably show up better than the brown, honestly.
Yeah, I guess we'd have PayPal money too.
Oh yeah, we do.
So
fucking order $2
on Etsy. That's pretty cool. I don't know how big that is though.
Yeah, that might just be, or that might even be a mouse pad or something.
Yeah, I don't know. We can look later.
Yeah.
Always order something. Damn. Oh fuck.
Or we ball out and get that.
It just reminds me of Paranormal Activity. Is it the second one or the first? Whichever one. When she's like, "I said no Ouija boards," and you get the nicest fucking Ouija board I've ever seen.
Do they still sell Ouija boards at Target? I think so.
Yeah, probably. They sell at Toys R Us. Oh, they used to sell them at Toys R Us.
Yeah. Rip.
I want to, like, yeah. I was gonna say we could just get a cool one to keep here when we do stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
We just don't let anyone borrow it because I've let so many people borrow. I've bought like so many of them already. That's one that we got, or whichever one that disappeared was weird.
The only thing that
Cause what didn't Weston find the box or you found the box?
I think Weston found the box at that old West Bountiful house.
Yeah.
I found the planchette in my house.
Oh shit.
So either that board is somewhere in my crawl space, which wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Unless my mom just put it in there.
Yeah.
Or someone took it. I don't know.
Me neither. That's fucking creepy. And what we're talking about is we had a Ouija board that, like, I don't know, one of us got, or we got together or something, and it just fucking, at that house they're talking about where Chandler's hand thing, it was, we thought last or something, I don't know. But no one knows where the fuck it went, though.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have left it behind because the two
No.
people who lived there had to move out, so it wouldn't have just got left behind. But
No.
neither of them had it.
And he found the box to it, but that's it. And
Yeah,
something
because
that.
we've used it a lot of places, like your house, my house, their house. I'm sure it got used other places, so we don't know if like somewhere along the line someone has it and they just don't realize it, or I don't know. Rip West play the song for my grandma's funeral for Toys R Us real quick. Damn, dude, how dare you, Salty?
Man, I can't remember. Did Tasia? I thought
I
Tasia.
think Tasia borrowed the old one.
What? Well, yeah, she had one of them.
Yeah.
That it was. I don't know if it was one I bought at Target or the very first one. I don't know. We've had so many of them over the years.
Yeah, because we went up to Toys R Us in Layton to buy the one.
Yeah, so
Syracuse.
I know she had one of them. So yeah, because I had one in the Dodge Neon forever, and I think that's the one she took.
Mm.
I can't remember. I don't know, but yeah, these fucking things vanish.
Yeah.
Spooky, spooky.
It would be kind of cool to have a nice one though, because then we wouldn't let it just vanish.
Yeah, for sure. I would just keep it here, or just me and you know where either of us has it at all times. I guess it would only be us probably doing it together anyway. So.
Yeah. Or if anyone comes over and wants to.
Yeah.
I know that was weird. XX Tentacion had something to do with this.
God damn it.
Next time you use Ouija board, my little doctor kit, $49.99.
What?
I don't know what that is.
My Little Doctor Kid? What are you talking about? Do we know? Are we supposed to know this, Salty? Or are you just making... I don't know what you're saying to me.
I'm super lost, Salty.
Like a sell item from Toys R Us? You're saying because it's a sale? I don't know what the fuck you're telling me, Salt. Sorry, we're lost.
Oh, because we're talking to Toys R Us?
But that was funny. Did you see that?
Yeah. R.I.P. Toys R Us. 2018.
Damn, what are some other cool things that, like, spooky stuff to buy besides Ouija boards? I forgot I gotta stop rotating this chair so much because it's real squeaky.
Oh. I don't know. Type in scary things you can buy.
I know I saw Dana had a bunch of shit on her story, on her Snapchat story, like the fucking devil's something. I was like, she's like, spooky now. I was like, I need all of those. I didn't say anything to her, but I was like, she had some cool fucking stuff. Scary what?
Scary things you can buy? Oh.
Let's see, we'll do things like...
Ligma was the top
Things like Ligma.
God damn. Bofa.
Let's see, 11 things you know.
Do Ouija boards really work? Spoiler alert, they don't. That's what one of the posts says.
Yeah.
It's up for your interpretation. Like me
Yeah.
and Forrest always say, like, it could be subconsciously us doing it, and we just don't realize.
Let's see. Items to talk to spirits. 20 ways to call spirits of the dead.
Is this from scoopwhoop.com?
That'd be cool, but that's a lot.
Ghost shop? Oh, that's way dope.
Actually, I was gonna say we already have. That's not even a GoPro. It's just a fucking 4K shitty camera. We could buy. I already have the camera, not GoPro, but
Yeah.
what else? What is that one? What does it come with? Let's see. Sorry guys, we're looking at a fucking ghost hunting kit.
Oh, that's probably the majority of the price right there.
New model. Oh yeah, it's not a GoPro though.
Well, night vision. Isn't night vision expensive?
Now you can buy IR flashlights. Like I've tried buying one time on eBay. I might buy another one. It was $8.99, and all it is like a flashlight, but they put infrared bulbs in them. It's like an LED flashlight like that. And I tried to buy one of them because you can't see it without the camera, you know.
Right.
And I tried to buy one time on eBay for like $8.99. I think it was like that, but they sent me the wrong one. And just sent me a fucking regular LED flashlight. They returned my money, so I got a flashlight but I was like, okay. It was just like this. See,
Yeah.
$11 for, and all it just so we could easily buy like this, but we kind of need if we did that, we would either just have to have the camera set up next to it, or we'd have to have a video camera with full infrared capabilities to see.
I bet you could buy something that would come with an app.
Well, because I know the iPhone, I don't think the iPhone, or these new cameras, I don't think they can pick up infrared anymore.
Oh, okay.
Like my GoPro can't. Oh, never mind, I forgot. The GoPro can't. You have to take off it has an infrared filter so it doesn't look shitty when you're filming in HD. So you have to have a special, like, let's see. It's like one of the Sony cameras works. Let's see. We're just looking shit up for ghost hunting, but like you have to like modify them. Let's see how much this one costs. Yeah, so it has to have full night vision spectrum. Oh, $200, but yeah, they have to have these fucking assholes. That's probably such a shitty camera, but they just allow it to be. But yeah, so it has to be.
Well, it's 4K, so I mean, it's not shitty.
Yeah, but it's just funny they stuck their name on it, probably up the price for.
Probably.
So you have to have something like that, and you have to remove the filter on it if you don't buy that, because I'm pretty sure we can check. Like if you take a remote and shine it at your phone, it'll flash like. I don't know if there's any TV remotes. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, so you have to have a special camera. But anyways, so it comes with full spectrum night vision 4K camera, dual mode full spectrum and IR light.
So infrared.
Yeah. Rugged metal light bracket. That rugged metal. So an EF meter with temperature. So wrist recorder, spirit box. So flashlight. So not even like too crazy of stuff. We could probably buy all that. I already have one of those.
Yeah.
I want you to wear one of those around.
Oh, definitely, dude.
A leg holster is what we're looking at. I don't know, we could probably buy all this stuff for super cheap on Amazon. Which would be kind of cool to have some of it.
Right.
Anyways, back to ways to talk to ghosts. The 4K sports camera I have pretty nice, and they're like $50 if you need another one.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah. US spawns are spooky and good future investment. Buy a dried out chicken foot necklace. Okay. 10 unexpected ways to communicate with ghosts. Ooh. It's gonna be interesting. The Ouija board. Actually, I'll just put up there so they can see my reaction to this stuff, so it's just not random. We can show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so you guys know what I'm fucking looking at here. Oops. Alrighty. So spookiness.
So a Ouija board.
A Ouija board. What? Number 2 is just the second part of the Ouija board?
That's pretty cool Ouija board though.
Yeah, is that marble? Or like super nice wood? Oh, just nice wood. Damn. If I could figure out a wood burn, I could do it. Like without doing it by hand.
Yeah.
Maybe if you just take some sort of stencil and I don't know. Yeah, that might work. If you had a nice stencil, then just take like a blowtorch.
Wait, read what that says though. This is a lot different. You find yourself in possession of a planchette, but no Ouija board, you can still try to summon a spirit. While you might be most familiar with the type of planchette that has a little window on the top allowing you to use the letters and numbers on a Ouija board beneath it, some type of planchettes can also hold pencils. But I imagine they missed a T there. Put the planchette with its pencil on a piece of paper, and the spirit will allegedly guide the device around the paper and write a message to you.
Okay, that's fucking crazy.
I didn't know about that.
Me neither. Just like write stuff out. That would be weird because that'd be a lot more difficult to fake.
Yeah.
I guess not, but like.
Yeah, I guess it would just depend if the pencil was like tight.
Yeah.
You know.
It would have to be. You know,
right.
You'd think. Board on the iTunes app? No, it's probably definitely fake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Meditation? Okay.
Bruce Lee.
Use a mirror? So, I don't know.
Damn, he's just on drugs.
Yeah. For hundreds of years, if not longer, many believe that mirrors are portals to the other dimensions. Okay. Scrying? Oh. I don't don't know how to do that. Use a pendulum.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold a seance.
Praise Jesus.
Table turning. Table tapping. Okay. Digital recorder. So this is just obvious shit. Automatic writing? What is this? Automatic writing can be done either by hand or by a computer device. Let's see, much less intimidating and scary option for communicating with ghosts. You put yourself into it almost. Oh. So it's just you?
So you're just typing whatever comes to your mind.
Big gay.
Big dicks in the ass. Big dicks in the ass.
Did you see the moon last night?
Yeah, it looked real weird.
It's fucking huge too. Is it harvest moon?
Probably.
Oh yeah. Energy of the September full moon.
There you go.
Guess when you order get a Ouija for that fucking September full moon.
That harvest boy.
Just like that Neil Young song. I was. Hey, you was a mirror. You were the ghost the whole time. It's me.
What a twist.
Speaking of me, I got pee real quick.
'Twas only you the whole time.
Gotcha.
Oh no, I can't read my phone and I have snaps from the boys. Nicolas Cage, circa 1331. Damn, Nicolas Cage never ages. And our boy Euphoric cooking up some bacon. Shoutouts to Euphoric. Probably not here, but he's still the boy. Yeah, ghost stuff's interesting. I still one skeptic boy, but you know, it's still fun. It's still something to do. But I don't know. I still don't buy most of it. Even with having weird experiences, you're just kind of like, I don't know. You believe in the hag? What the hell's the hag, Go Eagles? My ex? Yeah, she's the hag. Haggard. Do you believe in the hag?
The fucking wizard?
I don't know. It's just what Go Eagle said. Do you believe in the
You're a
hag?
wizard, Harry.
Yeah.
You're a Harry wizard. Damn. Let's look up some ghost hunting items. I don't know, actually. Let's,
Cheap ghost hunting kit.
oops. $20. So that camera and that kit's only $20. Maybe we should start our own ghost hunting kit.
Right, and resell it with Topshelfers branding.
For $500? Jesus. I want to watch these other people's fucking bullshit ass videos.
Definitely not.
Ghost hunting equipment kit? Just a flashlight? Is that a fucking like smartwatch?
The ultimate hunting kit, exclusive, supernatural.
What is that?
1967 Impala trunk replica rock salt.
This is for
holy
a professional hunter or a professional supernatural fan.
water, oil hex bags charm box. This is stupid.
That's so fucking gay.
If I ever went like ghost hunting with someone, they brought holy water. I bet you're ruining my experience.
Yeah, you make me sick.
Yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that holy water, the water fountain out front.
Right. Bless you.
It was blessed by a pastor. Eat my butt.
You kill me when I go to the afterlife and see if ghosts are real or not, and then you don't revive me because I possess the defibrillator to sabotage it.
Damn.
So if I stay dead, they are real, and if I come back, they are fake.
Bam. Will you scroll up? I think we missed a couple things. The hag is because of sleep apnea. Angry grandpa's ghost he believes in. Rip AGP.
What are we supposed to? Huh.
I don't know about that. The sleep paralysis stuff.
My favorite is, I think I've told you, but it's just the sleep paralysis, but instead of seeing demons, it's just a local SoundCloud rapper just keep repeating, big things coming.
Yeah, big things coming.
That's the true horror.
That is the true horror. I wish you need to log on to that Facebook every once in a while because you see that at least once a week.
Really?
Yeah, I'll start screenshotting them for you.
Hilarious.
About to drop a new EP. Big things coming, bro. You know what a lot of them do that just blows my mind?
What?
They tag everyone on their friends list. And they spend the time to go through and tag everyone on their friends list with whatever new song they have.
Oh, God.
I'm like, how many people actually are listening to it?
Fucking
Maybe it
assholes.
works. I doubt it, but...
I mean, a couple of people might click, but it's a fucking asshole move.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit. I'd block you immediately.
We've had people message us like, hey, bro, can you share my post? I'm like, no.
Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit ass motherfucker.
Yeah. What he said.
Fuck. Let's see. Items to hunt.
Humans.
Crossbow. Ghost hunting equipment and supplies. So we already have. Fuck your bitch ass. Get out of here. Okay. We already have a digital camera. Our phone. Oh, I have a digital recorder.
Yeah.
So we got 2. Ooh, we have pen and paper. We have 3 of the items already. A flashlight, 4. Damn.
Oh, damn, we're ahead of the curve.
Batteries, those are easy to acquire. 6. Our phones kind of haven't yet. They're supposed to work. So potentially, we don't have a thermal scanner.
No.
Damn. Motion sensor. I got my eyes.
Yeah.
So,
they can sense motion.
so that covers it. A video camera. My phone makes a great video camera. Oh, that's what he's saying. But night vision. That's what I was thinking. Sony's Night Shot. I wonder how much that is.
$32.99.
Dowsing rods?
Yeah, I don't think those
What the
work.
fuck are dowsing rods?
You're supposed to hold them a specific way, and it's actually I think it has scientific backing, but it has something to do with the Earth's magnets.
Oh yeah.
And when they hit a spot, they move.
Yeah, fucking my so I can't remember what it's called. They do that to find the water whales or something. They're supposed to be people that. And my grandpa had this someone come out, I don't know, but at our property where the well is, they had someone to come out and like do the thing, you know. Just I don't know why they did it, but then they actually had someone actually come in and tell me where the well is, and it was like the exact spot where the person told them with the rods. So I was like, that's crazy. So I think some people are sensitive to, you know, certain whatever it is, but. My dad's like, yeah, it was weird because it was exactly where they said it was.
I don't know though what that's supposed to have like backing like paranormal wise.
Let's see. Although dowsing rods are not considered useful by all paranormal research groups, many members who do use them on a regular basis, and they're cheap. In fact, you can make them yourself. Okay. Those who use them say their movement can help detect the presence of a ghost or answering questions to ghosts, like a Ouija board. For example, the user holds the rods out straight and asks the ghosts to move them apart for yes or together for no. The controversy is, it is really the ghost who's moving the rods, or is it kind of like a Ouija board?
Shocker.
Batteries. Whole lot of batteries.
You want to get some batteries?
Would a fart or queef be considered paranormal if there was no one else around?
Yeah.
Then yeah, because that would be weird.
Don't kill my dreams of becoming a SoundCloud rapper.
Rapper.
I was going to record myself rapping sandwiches for ASMR. There you go.
Just rapping stream and Salty's just... That dude just cooks chicken forever, so...
True.
I think he would be good.
I don't think I've ever seen him eat any of it either.
So I don't know how much chicken he's got stored.
Yeah.
I was like, send that shit my way.
Yeah, we'll eat some of your chicken.
Yeah. Do overnight shipping and...
Yeah, we'll be your taste testers.
Right. Put it in a cooler and overnight, it'll still be good. I'll eat the shit out of that.
This is 7 out of 10 beers chugged.
Only helps you find a ghost dog if you ghost Timmy fell in a ghost well.
There you go. Timmy fell in a whale!
What's that? It's ghost dog? God damn it.
Timmy's where? Oh, zoinks, Raggy.
Roinch. Let's... guess we can look at... I don't know.
Pull up Reddit. See if there's anything cool popping off.
Yeah, I'll do that in a sec. I'm gonna look up most haunted places in U.S. Places in the U.S. Pull up some of these, and then we'll check up like this paranormal one on Reddit, because I keep seeing spooky stories on there. 10 most haunted places. Fucking Trapchin. We're gonna do this one.
23 most haunted places in America.
Every single one of them's 4 bedrooms. Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. I bet like that area, a lot of places are pretty haunted. Just, that's some old timey stuff.
Right. Should we read all these?
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
So, I'll just go back and forth. So, Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia. The Castleite Eastern State Penitentiary took solitary confinement to new levels when it was built in 1829. Prisoners lived alone, exercised alone, and ate alone. When an inmate left his cell, a guard would cover his head with a hood so he couldn't see or be seen. The prison had to abandon its solitary system due to overcrowding from 1913 till it closed in 1970. Although the forms of punishment did not get any less severe, chaining an inmate's tongue to his wrist is one example. What? How do you even do that?
I don't know.
The site now welcomes thousands of visitors every year, both for its museum and ghost tour. Reported paranormal happenings have included disembodied laughter, shadowy figures, and pacing footsteps. How do you fucking chain your tongue to your wrist?
I don't know, unless they pierce their tongue.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Yeah, that's gnarly. I would just lay on my, like this, I'll just sleep, I'll lay on my back. Okay. Hotel Monte Vista, Flagstaff, Arizona.
That's close.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Flagstaff's Hotel Monte Vista has its fair share of paranormal guests who have truly overstayed their welcome. A long-term boarder who had habit of hanging raw meat from the chandelier in room 210. That's weird.
That is weird.
2 women who were thrown from the 3rd floor and now attempt to asphyxiate male guests in their sleep. Sign me up for that fucking room.
I'll be beating my meat right when I wake up.
An infant whose disturbing cries have sent staff members running upstairs from the basement. Actor John Wayne once reportedly even had a paranormal encounter here. Book your stay today? Yeah.
I'm way down for that.
Me too. That's actually pretty dope.
Can we bookmark this page so we can go to that?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll call and see if we can get see if they do ghost room stays.
That'd be dope.
Pine Barrens, New Jersey. The heavily forested.
Ooh, it's me. There's 10 me's going, welcome.
Right? Dude, maybe that could be your name. Old Pine.
Old Pine.
Old Pine. So, the heavily forested Pine Barrens spans over 1 million acres and 7 counties in New Jersey. The area thrived during the colonial period, host to sawmills, paper mills, and other industries. People eventually abandoned the mills in surrounding villages when coal was discovered in the west in Pennsylvania, leaving behind ghost towns, and, some say, a few supernatural wanderers. The most popular Pine Barrens resident is, without a doubt, the Jersey Devil.
Damn.
Wait, so they're gonna... Okay. According to legend, the creature was born in 1735 to Deborah Leeds, her 13th child.
Fuck.
Damn, her puss would be destroyed. With leathery, there you go, sorry. Some words I just don't word well. Leathery wings, a goat's head, and hooves.
That bitch birthed that?
Damn, it flew up the Leeds chimney and into the Barrens, where it has reportedly been killing livestock and creeping out South Jersey residents ever since. I've heard.
Could you imagine if that's a true story? This fucking bitch has this hoofed goat head beat motherfucker that runs up the chimney.
I've heard of the Jersey Devil, but I didn't know.
That's fucking crazy. Alright, let me check chat real quick. Bunch of my clones. Forrest could be the heap of trouble all himself. Just 9 of me. 9 naked Forrests just walking down the road. That's for sure. Alright, San Fernando Cathedral, San Antonio, Texas. The oldest church in Texas holds El Mariachi Mass on Sunday in its stunning examples of Gothic revival architecture. But come nightfall, you'd have to be something of a daredevil to enter the myth-ridden grounds. When construction workers started renovating the church in the in 1936, they unearthed bones, nails, and tattered military uniforms near the altar, which some believe to belong to 3 soldiers of the Alamo. Since the disturbing incident, visitors have reported shadowy figures and orbs in their photographs, as well as a ghost in the back of the church itself. Such otherworldly inhabitants include a man dressed in black and figures in hooded monk-like clothing. So that's fucking creepy.
I don't know about that.
This is all the spookies. Dang, Louisiana. I was like, Myrtles.
Yeah, Myrtles.
That could be up by Salty and Yarl, or I guess Yarl.
Yeah. Myrtles Plantation, Saint Frainsville.
I don't know what's playing. Somewhere's an ad. Go away.
It's right there.
God damn it. Okay. Let's make sure that's not gonna play again. Where did it even come from?
Ads, man. They pop up everywhere.
Those tricky motherfuckers.
So, built in 1796 by General David Bradford, Myrtles Plantation is considered to be one of America's most haunted sites. The house is rumored to be on top of an Indian burial ground and is home to at least 12 different ghosts.
Damn.
Legends and ghost stories abound include the tale of former slave named Cole, who had her ear chopped off by her master after she was reportedly caught eavesdropping.
Damn.
She got her revenge by poisoning a birthday cake and killing 2 of the master's daughters, but was then hung by her fellow slaves. Cole now reportedly wanders around the plantation wearing a turban to conceal her severed ear.
Damn.
It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
Okay, RMS Queen Mary. Long Beach, California. Aside from a brief stint as a warship in World War II, the RMS Queen Mary served as a luxury ocean liner from 1936 to 1967. During that time, it was a site of at least 1 murder, a sailor being crushed to death by a door in the engine room, and children drowning in the pool. The city of Long Beach purchased the ship in 1967 and turned it into a hotel, and it still serves that purpose today, although the reported ghosts of the deceased passengers get to stay for free. For an extra dose of spine-tingling experiences, see if you visit the ship's engine room, which is considered by many to be hotbed of paranormal activity.
Ho, ho, ho.
Wild, the wild women and the wild ghosts.
Lots of ripping and tearing.
The house I lived in for the first year of my life was atop an unmarked graveyard.
Oh, wonderful.
Salty, you are the devil.
Mizpah Hotel, Tonopah,
Yeah, I guess.
Tonopah, Nevada. Mizpah Hotel opened in 1907 as one of Nevada's first luxury hotels, complete with solid granite walls and Victorian-era decor. It was
Beautiful.
fully restored in 2011, but the swanky hotel has a history of blood red as its scarlet furnishings. One it proudly embraces. Legend has it that a woman died on the 5th floor and her soul never left the building. The Lady in Red now reportedly makes her presence known by whispering in men's ears and leaving pearls from her broken necklace on guests' pillows. The Mizpah honors or capitalizes on her reputation by letting visitors stay in the Lady in Red suite letting visitors stay in the Lady in Red suite or order the Red Lady Bloody Mary at the hotel restaurant.
Huh.
That sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, sounds like they're trying to sell some fucking...
Yeah.
Move some numbers!
Yeah, let's get some numbers going.
Oh, Gettysburg, obviously.
I want to go there real bad.
Yeah, well, we obviously know Gettysburg, so I'm gonna move to the next one. Pittock Mansion, Portland, Oregon. Alright, Oregonian? Jesus.
I don't know.
Oregonian. I fucking hate that word. That's the worst word I've ever seen. It's like Utah. God, never mind. I can't even say that one either. Anyways, people who live in Oregon, pioneers Henry and Georgina Pittock decided to build their dream house when they reached the golden years in 1909. spurring the innovation design of the construction of the Pittock Mansion. Unfortunately, the couple only got to enjoy their home for a few years before passing away. Georgina in 1918 and Henry in 1919. The building is now a public landmark where some of the strange occurrences have been reported, such as the smell of roses, Georgina's favorite bloom filling the room with no flowers in it, and the childhood painting of Henry moving on its own from the spot to spot within the house. That's kind of creepy if it's just going around the place. Fuck. Clearly the death is not enough a reason for the Pittocks to vacate from their beloved home. Motherfuckers. Gettysburg is creepy, right? What would you say about pearl necklace?
Pearls from her necklace.
I'll give you a pearl necklace, Salty.
Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, West Virginia.
West Virginia. God damn it, motherfucking.
Right there to your right.
Oh. Nope, that's not it. Damn. That's muted. Damn, I swear to God, if we get some fucking copyright for that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This cunt ass fucking piece of shit. Where was that at?
I don't remember.
There it is.
The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum opened its doors to patients in 1864, and in the 1950s the West Virginian facility reached its peak, housing more than 2,400 patients, even though it was designed to hold only 250. The severe overcrowding led to inhumane conditions like lack of heat and patients kept in cages.
Jesus.
And patients started acting increasingly violent, from starting fires to attacking staff members. The asylum finally closed in 1994, but the souls of some patients are said to linger. Ghost tours are available for those wishing to see how some patients lived and died within crammed halls.
That's crazy.
Too spooky for me. Wait, what'd that say?
Gettysburg is creepy.
No.
Oh, what? The Twitch machine got unplugged? What does that mean? Can you guys still see us? Can you guys see us at all?
I'm pulling it up on my phone. I might not make it.
You can still see us, yes? Okay. Because on our screen it says the Twitch machine got unplugged. Okay, can you hear us? I guess obviously too. That's weird. Yep, saying Twitch machine got unplugged. Try again.
Oh well.
Yeah, as long as you guys can see us. The fucking ghosts. Queen Anne Hotel, San Francisco.
Yes, bitch.
So they
work.
You know what they call knee pads there? San Francisco slippers. Anyways, when it was originally built in 1890, this Victorian hotel in San Francisco served as a adequate school for girls. It since has been reborn as a 48-room hotel, although remnants of the building of former life is still linger. The ghost, Miss Mary Lake, how do they know this bitch's name? Oh, the ghost of Miss Mary Lake, the school's late headmistress, is said to haunt the hotel, particularly room 410, her former office. Guests who stay in that room might wake up and find their clothes have been unpacked or blankets casually tucked around them in bed.
That sounds great.
Quite the courteous ghost, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds so nice.
Damn, that'd be wild.
Thanks for tucking me in, sweetie.
Thanks, bitch. But I always wanted the front camera as a PI install.
Uh-oh. Ice. Let's see.
Oh, that word.
The Caucasia Courthouse, Lake Charles, Louisiana.
Damn, Louisiana.
Damn. Tony Joe Henry was a former prostitute. Tanya? Is that Tony?
I hope it's Tony. Just go with Tony.
Tony Joe Henry was a former prostitute who reached national levels of infamy when he killed a man in cold blood in 1940. It took 3 trials for a jury to convict the charming Tony Joe, but he eventually became the first and only man in Louisiana to be executed in an electrical chair. However, his spirit is said to have remained in the courthouse, where workers can feel his presence and even smell his burning hair. Many claim he meddles with everyday life at the courthouse to make life more difficult for the employees, locking doors and fiddling with office equipment.
Damn it, Tony.
God, Tony Joe's always causing problems.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Oops. St. Augustine Lighthouse, Florida. The St. Augustine Lighthouse is visited by nearly 200,000 people annually, but it is just well known for its otherworldly visitors. Several tragic events occurred at the now historic site and contribute to the alleged paranormal activity. One of the first was when the lighthouse keeper fell to his death while painting the tower. Poor fella. His ghost is since spotted watching over the grounds. How do they fucking know? Do they know what this guy looked like?
Probably.
Okay, good.
I don't know.
That doesn't make it. There's like, oh, there's a fucking guy.
You see the ghost? That was the St. Augustine guy.
Right. Another event was the horrific death of 3 young girls who drowned when their car they were playing in broke and fell into the ocean. Jesus. Today, visitors claim to hear the sounds of children playing in around the lighthouse.
Are they sure they just don't hear the sound of children playing around the lighthouse?
They're right. They're like, do you hear those kids?
Dock Street Theater, Charleston, South Carolina. These Carolinas.
And
always causing a ruckus.
They don't play that play there anymore.
Right. Dock Street Theater, Charlestown, South Carolina. One of the oldest theaters in America, this site is downtown Charleston, has racked up a lot of... the fuck is that word?
What are we looking
Tumult?
at?
Tumult?
Sure.
Tumult? And history over the years. Turmoil? I don't know what the fuck that word's supposed to
They're
be.
just like making words up so they're trying to be smart.
Alright, after a fire... Yeah, why can't these just be short and back? They're ghosts there!
Right?
It's scary. After a fire burned down the original theater, the Planters Inn was built on the spot. It was converted back to a theater in the 1930s. The most flamboyant ghost here... And that's fucking rude. Is Nettie Dickerson. Well, I mean...
Nettie Dickerson.
A prostitute who, legend has it, was struck by lightning while standing on the balcony of the hotel. His shadow has been reported gliding along the second floor of the theater, crazy-eyed and dressed in a red gown. Also in otherworldly attendance, Johannes Bruton's Booth, a renowned 19th century actor and father of Lincoln's assassin John Wilkes. Oh, that's fucked up. Who used to frequent the inn. Fucking Nettie.
It makes it so much better when it goes from like to a dude. Just imagine this flamboyant gay ghost wearing a red dress. Hey,
Nettie Dickerson. Fucking Nettie. You gotta watch out.
Oh Lord, my eyes twitching. It hasn't been twitching for a while, but that a fucking Nettie Dickerson in the red dress, a flamboyant ghost.
Wait, is this near you, Go Eagles? San Jose?
Oh God,
I forget where you're at. Are you in San Jose or San Bernardino?
Oh fuck. Winchester Mystery House, San Jose, California. The Winchester Mystery House might be one of the most disturbing construction projects in history. Following the death of her husband and child, Sarah Winchester, wife of the rifle maker's son, was formally informed by a seer that her family was killed by the ghosts of those who died in from her family's guns. So they think the guns killed her? Interesting.
No, so the people who died by Winchester rifles
killed her?
Yeah, that's what they think.
Crazy. To keep away the vengeful spirits, she commissioned the Victorian full house turned macabre dwelling that you see today. Some of the creepier features include staircase that lead directly into the ceiling, doors that open into brick walls, and windows that you can...
Have you ever seen this place?
No.
It's wild. Like, there'll just be, like... I've watched, like, a couple documentaries on, like, small documentaries. Like, there's, like, doors that literally, like, you open and there's nothing there.
She did that on purpose to trick the ghosts?
I guess. She was pretty crazy.
Gotcha.
One of the ones I saw was, like, there was a staircase that led up, and then it got, like, really awkward. Like, you had to open the door, like, awkwardly, and then it was just brick.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. There's quite a bit left.
So, Chawaba, Alabama. Alabama's first capital and famous ghost town takes its name from the state's longest river, situated at the confluence of Cahaba and the Alabama. It was abandoned after Civil War, and its empty buildings, slave burial ground, and eerie cemeteries are now popular setting for ghost tours and stories of paranormal activity. The most famous tale is that luminous floating orb appearing in the former garden maze of Colonial C.C. Pegus? Pagus?
Pagus.
Pagus. Shortly after the colonel had been killed in battle, the phenomenon became known as a Pagus ghost and still attracts curious visitors to the site today.
You always get the funny name ones.
I know you get any ones with prostitutes.
Lizzie Borden? I think I've heard of this one. This one, tons of people go to. It's always on the fucking Travel Channel ass shows.
Oh.
Alright. Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast, Fall River, Massachusetts. Without a doubt, the most famous haunted bed and breakfast in New England is the Lizzie Borden House in Fall River.
Tom Brady.
Right. He loves skim milk. For those unfamiliar with the story, or those that macabre jump rope rhyme. Is that the fucking word, macabre? Huh. Police accuse a Borden of brutally killing her father and stepmother with a hatchet in 1892. She was acquitted of the murders later that year. At the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast Museum, visitors can tour the house or spend the night, even staying in the room where Abby Borden was killed. Guests and employees have reported all kinds of strange activity in the house, including weeping and footsteps sounds, and an apparition of a Victorian-era clothing wandering behind the halls. Doors opening and closing, the muffled conversation coming from vacant rooms. These are the fucking piece of shit. Dog.
Yeah. You're a fucking whore.
That's killed me!
Where's Nettie Dickerson? Whaley House, San Diego. Thomas Haley built the family estate in 1857 in San Diego, on the former site of the city's first public gallows. Dope. Shortly after he moved in, he reported hearing the heavy footsteps of Yankee.
That Yankee motherfucker.
Jim Robinson, a drifter and thief who was hanged on the...
Me too. Yeah. I fucking hate hanged.
Yeah. Who was hanged on the site 4 years before the house was built. Wale, I'm going to call him Wale.
I like it.
Wale's family history ended up being filled with tragic deaths and suicides, many of which occurred inside the home itself. Some of the family members reportedly still haunt the landmark, often accompanied by cigar smoke and the smell of heavy perfume. Fucking Wale.
Let's see.
Oh, Pasadena.
Oh, gotcha. I'm gonna Nettie or Dickerson.
Damn, dude, that'd be so cool.
You have to have a guide rope to get into the house. A psychic told her she would die once construction on the house was finished. Huh. A picture is hung, a man is hanged.
No, I know. I just don't like how it sounds.
Yeah, me neither.
I know it's proper. I just think it sounds dumb.
Yeah, same here.
Hanged. Just doesn't.
They boy hanged me.
Yeah. It sounds like an old English word.
Yeah, it's a dumb word.
Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Right. My kind of place. The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Arkansas.
Why is this not Arkansas?
Since its construction in 1866, the Crescent Hotel serves as several purposes: luxury resort, conservatory for young women, junior college, but the strangest mark on its resume in 1937 when it got a new owner, Norman G. Baker. Baker was a millionaire inventor who decided to pose as a doctor. Oh, my guy. Despite having no medical training, and turned the hotel into a hospital that he could cure cancer. He was eventually found out and ran out of town. Although reports say his spirit found its way back to the site, and it's not alone. Crescent Hotel, which has returned to a working hotel today, is said to be haunted by the last 8, or at least 8 ghosts, from a 5-year-old girl to a bearded man wearing Victorian clothing. Why is there never a guy wearing like Gucci clothing?
Right. Let's see. So you get normal names here, and I get fucking Poinsett Bridge, Greenville, South Carolina. Built entirely out of stone in 1820, the oldest bridge in South Carolina is also one of the state's most haunted spots. The Poinsett Bridge is believed to be frequented by the ghost of a man who died in a car accident there in the 1950s, as well as one of a slave. Another eerie legend tells of a mason. Jesus Christ, I almost said Manson.
I like that.
Another eerie legend tells of a mason who died during the construction and is now entombed inside. Visitors to the site have allegedly experienced everything from floating orbs and lights to disembodied voices.
Huh.
Spooky voices. Spooky
People that buy Gucci bought tickets to heaven. Fair enough.
True.
Alright, sorry about my squeaky ass chair, guys. Masonic Temple in Detroit.
Still not clean water in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah. Fuck.
Sorry.
With its 16 floors, more than 1,000 rooms, and Gothic facade. Ooh, that's the word.
Yeah.
The Masonic Temple is one of the most imposing additions to Detroit's skyline. According to rumors, there's also more to it than meets eye. Think hidden passageways and staircase. The most famous urban myths associated with the temple, however, is that of its architect, George T. Mason. Legend has it the Mason went bankrupt from funding construction and leapt to his death from the roof. It will be hard. God, I can't read. Too much reading. You'd be hard pressed to find that the facts up to its date. God, but it certainly does help explain the people's reports of ghosts climbing the steps of the roof of the building.
Huh.
My reading gets worse and worse each article. I'm pretty soon I'm gonna be like, damn.
Ghost. Amsterdam thing.
Ghost time on the roof.
No. New Amsterdam Theater, New York. Oliver Thomas's story reads like the plot of a Broadway musical. She came to Manhattan at the age of 16, quickly won the title of the most beautiful girl in New York City, and became a member of the legend Ziegfeld Follies. She died in 1920 at the age of 25 after swallowing mercury pills, but it wasn't long before her specter was spotted backstage at the New Amsterdam in full foils, regalia, and carrying a blue pill bottle. She's been spotted many times since at the theater, almost exclusively by men. Theater employees still bid good morning and good night to her portraits hanging backstage. Can you click on her name? I want to see if she was really attractive.
This one?
Yeah. Open a new page, you fucking can be. God damn it.
Piece of shit. Oh.
They're not gonna have a picture of her?
We can Google it. Oh, fuck.
Damn, I broke the system.
What's her name? Olive Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh.
God, I love me some good tea.
Olive Thomas, baby.
Pretty sure I said Oliver Thomas. My bad.
Oliver. I like how all the chicks became dudes in your stories.
I mean,
yeah.
For the time, she
I was
was
gonna
very
say you
pretty.
wouldn't expect a woman to look like that back then.
You think she gave good dome?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Probably. She's got that fucking pain in her eyes that says so. So.
It says that Daddy was not nice to her.
Right. Let's see. What if Pabst won a gold trophy? Pabst gold trophy?
That'd be pretty cool.
Stanley Hotel, Estates Park, Colorado.
The best place where we need to go.
Yeah, I want to go there. Oh, is this the one where...
The Shining?
Yeah, okay. A global reputation for being creepy has only made the Stanley Hotel more popular. Located on... God. Estes? Is that what it is?
Yeah, probably.
About 90 minutes north of Denver. The Hotel Stanley Georgian architecture and vintage charm have lured travelers to the luxurious setting since 1909, but the hotel is most remembered for the star turn of the movie versions of Stephen King's The Shining. The connection, plus stories about the rather bold ghosts, may be reason for enough paranormal skeptics to investigate with an overnight stay, or taking a night ghost tour, perhaps trying a psychic consultation from the hotel's own Madame Vera. Damn, they have all that shit there?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's pretty dope.
Yeah, we definitely need to go there.
What's crazy, too, is, like, there were stories prior to that movie coming out of how that place was fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stephen King went and stayed there, and that's when he wrote the book, because he experienced shit.
No, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what all he experienced there, but whatever it did, I can't remember what he said, but he said it was, like, fucked up, pretty much. And then he wrote a book based on it.
We really need to go there, or one of these places.
I don't think it's that expensive to go and do all their ghost shit there.
Let's look it up. $84 per night on Trivago.
Oh, those are random ones.
Damn. So damn, I got on. Damn, I just want to know how to.
$279.
Go with the fuck.
I think it was the top one. Yeah.
On Expedia.
But we would have to go like not during wintertime because it's like fucked up to try and get there during winter.
That might be good. Maybe we get stuck in.
Not worth the price. This is a very expensive hotel with average service and rooms needing some repairs. The faucet in the tub ran continuously. Looked like the paint trim had been.
Well, obviously. I wonder if that's a joke one. From Cincinnati, Ohio. This fucking piece of shit hotel. It's super fucking.
Looks like they're all really low rated.
Yeah, they are.
Not good value. Really cool.
Huh.
I guess.
Yeah.
Guess depends what you go for.
Yeah. People probably just go because it's an old cool hotel without knowing what the fuck they're doing there.
Right.
Let's see.
Welcome to the Stanley Hotel. Salt Lake Ghost Tours.
I was curious if there was one. Huh.
Fear Factory.
I was curious if they took you in some of the places that you can't get in publicly, you know? Like,
We could probably like just set up like, hey,
we're gay.
Yeah. hey, we're gay.
It's
We
fucking
want
your
to do
boy.
ghost stories.
Yeah, so we're a fucking early morning talk show.
Yeah, we're an AM talk show, and we like to investigate ghost stuff. Can we go and investigate your place, and we'll say it's pretty cool?
And then that's where we start the episode of where we're doing funny stuff, trying to like do jokes in actual haunted place. They watch it later. What the fuck? Those guys were naked kissing.
If there's a ghost here, put this butt plug in my butt. You just see one float in right into my butt.
If this place is haunted, make us stop having gay sex.
Guess it wasn't haunted. We both finished. Oh shit.
I think we'd be a hit on Pornhub.
Yeah, definitely. What would our name be?
I don't know, I can just tell you my dad's not gonna be proud.
The Spooky Spontaneous Boys. Dad's gonna have a word with me on that one.
Chubb and Bones give each other a great ghost nut.
Chubb and Bones. That's just the name of the porn. Oh no.
Oh god. What were the uncle's names in Casper? Oh, that's a good one.
Damn.
It's just me dressed up like a ghost. Or just yeah. Guy takes ghost nut. Casper blows heavy load on bearded man's face.
Yeah, suspected victim. Oh, what's this?
Ectoplasm.
Not the ectoplasm.
Oh man, bearded man just swallows unsuspected load of ectoplasm.
What would be great is if it was just green screened, so you can't really see anything, and all of a sudden you just see this load shoot.
Or just my wiener, like you just see like it goes invisible a little bit, and then just
The ectoplasm nut. Oh no.
Ugh. Jesus Christ. Slimer X Egon. Fucking A. Oh my god. Well, we're 2 hours, so whatever.
Are you gonna game tonight or no?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Well, we can just call it.
Are you thinking about gaming?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go home and game for a while.
Alrighty guys, we're gonna end it now. On that note, check out our upcoming film.
Yeah. Chubb and Bones. Catch the fucking release on Pornhub.
Oh fuck. Yeah, everyone, if you follow, subscribe as usual, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, farewell.
Yeah, Wes is gonna game. I don't know if we're gonna stream, but I'll think about it. But yeah, good night everyone.
Good night.